Last time, our adventurers found themselves staring at a new-faced Bellistar. Will his blade sing songs of glory or tell tales of death? Our adventurers plumbered back into the basement of the mansion, coming to a room extravagant. Maybe this is where the mistress and master of the house lived. And boom, to their knowledge, rummaging through things, they found the Mr. and Master of the house, horrified zombie-like creatures of deadness, spewing poisonous vomit everywhere. Our hero soon dispatched of them, with no concern, reaping the benefits of fancy cloaks, and pressed farther into the dungeon, coming forth into a room, relics of old occult treasures from many eons saved, plundered in the home. Our ventures press forward, the barbarian with the strength of a bear, lifting the gates of the heavens straight to the sky, illuminating a room of pure evil, altar of doom, death, and decay. We hear the chants, "They are not worthy. They are not worthy." Our adventurers move forward into the room. Our adventurers scanting around on tip's edge, making sure that everything was safe until Twindolls made sure nothing was safe. A horrifying creature bursting out of the rubble he was searching around in, bring him to his knees, to the brink of death. But in that death's moment came Dante to save his one last hope. Ah! Yes! Our adventurers combated with the mess of tangled mob of horrified bone, plant, water, debris, dispatching it rather easily with their new friend Bellistar's singing abilities. And everybody pulled forth great power to bring our foe to the bottom of its knees and then let it rest in the waters of what it came. And the house told us, "You may leave." And we soon dashed out of the house, but not before it had one trick up its sleeve. Every doorway was full of slicing guillotines. Shrink, 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 shrink. Our adventurers brave forth through the guillotines, looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, taking severe damage, some passing with ease. The athleticism, out they went, while the house crumbled and fell to the ground.
Nice.
God, it's like I'm there.
It's like I was there. What the heck?
Yeah, it didn't be my mouse sores.
I love.
Perfect. Okay, so yeah, Totem nailed that. Awesome. So now that you guys are out of the house is, as Totem said, it's like decaying and like it's like near like it's like a sinking pile of rubble that's just slowly sinking down behind you. But now that you guys can like are finally out of the house again, the mists start to clear up. Whatever brought them there to kind of force your way into this house have sort of dispersed, and you guys are in finally a village that you could see. You saw before, saw all these different houses and whatnot until you ended up in the death house, but now you guys are in Barovia proper, the village of Barovia. You see quite a few different Victorian-style homes throughout the city. Some kind of small and squat, some skinny and large. I think it's morning. I think it's morning now, because Totem buried that the Durst family. Yeah, the Morning Lord. So they are buried. So it's probably mid-morning, and there are a few people out. One of the most striking things that you see about this city is, once again, you're taken in by all of the scenery that you can see. You're in this valley, but in between these mountains, so it's absolutely gorgeous. Some are snow-capped in the far distance, but one a little bit more closer that almost seems to loom above this village itself. You could see that there is this dark castle that fills or almost is integrated with this mountain that seems to loom over this village. It's gorgeous. Again, morning, and I would love for kids to give me a perception check. And Grom, you're still not in roll 20, but that's okay.
Crap, come on now.
Dope. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Okay, cool. So one of the things that you notice is that although the rubble behind you is sinking into the ground slowly, again, it's just debris, you can see a metal box cube that seems to be trailing behind. So it's slowly sifting down, but it's behind you. If you don't go now, you could surmise that in time it'll probably sink down. It looks like it's safe.
Are you saying where the house was? Sorry, it totally zoned.
Yeah, in the rubble. Like there seems to be a safe that is falling a little bit more slowly than the other debris, and it's towards the top.
A safe, you say? Perhaps we should go for it.
Hey, Dante, you see something with your eyes? Something that really lights them up? You better go for it before old Gally here goes. You know how she is, always whispering to someone.
What is that, would I roll to go for it, or is it easily obtainable?
Athletics.
Yeah, you can go for it. Like there's enough debris that you can, like it's rubble and brick and whatnot. It's slowly sifting down, but not fast enough where you'd feel like you would just immediately collapse through. You're not sure, right? But it seems steady.
Maybe somebody should hold my hand.
Hold my club and go for it.
Alright, that's what I'll do. Hold on to his club and reach for the safe, I guess, if that's doable.
Awesome. Give me a acrobatics check then.
Thanks, because if it was athletic, it might not have been as good. 19.
Yeah. So with Twindolls helping you and aiding you as you start to walk and get your footing, you find some pretty sure footing and you make your way over to the safe. What's cool about this safe already is that you can notice that it's actually ajar. So it's not closed or locked. I don't know if it was the house falling apart or if it was always ajar, but it's openable. You can open the safe.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So inside the safe there is a number of papers inside. Any valuables or wealth or coins don't appear to be there, but it's just a bundle of papers.
Well, let's take the documents and get out of the sinking rubble and show them to the party, right?
Dope. Okay, one sec.
Your art is quite beautiful, but it's also distracting as fuck.
Look at him, bro. He's right there.
Correct out.
Yeah, let me clear it.
I got rid of what I could.
That's a
you.
good one.
Sorry.
I can't remember how to clear all.
Under the draw tool, there you should have a clear all option.
I mean, not that looking at a raven's much better. That's the what is it called? Crumbling mound or something?
Oh yeah, the shifting mount or whatever.
Shifting mount.
Shambling mount.
Yeah, something. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the first thing that you pull, or the first paper that you find, is actually a letter in handwriting that is a little bit recognized. And it says, "My most pathetic servant. I am not a messiah sent to you by the dark powers of this land. I have not come to lead you on a path to immortality. However many souls you have bled on your hidden altar, however many visitors you have tortured in your dungeon, know that you are not the ones who brought me to this beautiful land. You are but worms writhing in my earth. You say that you are cursed, your fortune spent. You abandoned love for madness, took solace in the bosom of another woman, and sired a stillborn son. Cursed by darkness? Of that I have no doubt. Save you from your wretchedness? I think not. I much prefer you as you are. Your dreadlord and master, Strahd von Zarovich."
And I'm sorry, who was this addressed?
It was addressed to Mr. Durst. His name was... What was his name? Gustav.
So Gustav and Strahd know each other, right?
Who's Gustav? Do we know that?
Yeah, it was the you guys saw his crypt.
Oh, okay.
Below, so it's like the father of the house, the head of the house. And you guys can, you see something familiar about the hand.
Does it look like it was, shit, what's his name? The dude who sent letters to us and the other guy.
Yeah, so you guys have two. So if you were to pull them out, you would notice that the second one in the kid's hand was it's different. It's a different handwriting. But the first one that was hand delivered to you by that guy in the colorful clothing at the beginning of all of this, it matches identically.
So you're saying that a letter written by Strahd matches the letter that was sent to us in handwriting?
Yes.
Well, that's a little fishy, don't you think?
Yeah, so it looks like Strahd is the one who invited you all here.
Maybe we should go ask him.
Yeah, there was 2 letters. Did they both match, or were they both 2 different handwritings?
Oh yeah, did you say there's another letter in the
There's other letters, yeah. So there's 2 others. They're not actual letters; they are deeds.
Okay.
A will. So there's I guess 3 separate documents. A will from Elizabeth and Gustav Durst, saying that their estates should go to their children, Rose and Thorn. And the estates mentioned there is a deed in there to a windmill that appears to be to the west. Yeah, to the west of the town that you're in. And there also is the deed to that house that is crumbling. And Dante, roll me roll me a flat d20.
Shit, sorry, I'm in the wrong.
Oh, dope. Okay. So you, with your background, having basically raised yourself and having gone from town to town, gambling, and kind of lived in the underbelly of the world, and maybe have conning a few nobles while you're at it. You look at this documentation, you see how it's faded. Immediately as you took it out of the safe and unwrapped the paper, it almost seemed to age with time. A lot of the words are a bit faded, and you can surmise that you could probably forge or counterfeit who the deed should go to if you had the right materials. I think there's a kit. I can't remember. I think it's like a forgery kit or something like that.
That's interesting. I never would have thought about stealing a house in my lifetime, but it seems like if we really wanted our own place in this Barovia place, we could try to forge these documents.
What have you been sitting over that little chest for a bit of while now? Anything interesting in?
A couple deeds. You got one to a whim. Got one to this house that's now crumbled, so I don't know how that would work. Collect insurance on it.
You could always give it back, you know. Somebody might really want this little piece of land. Somebody might really be interested in it. In a windmill. I mean, come on now. How else are you gonna make that much grain in a month?
We should absolutely.
Could be a trap, though. I mean, that whole house was a trap. Who's to say that windmill wouldn't be the same thing?
Sell it and let somebody else worry about it.
True. I suppose if we want to go around getting in trouble, we could always try to find a buyer.
Or we could check it out.
Helena, give me a history check.
Dante is holding his arm because he was cut by the guillotine and is currently missing health.
So you could this all of the sudden, Helena, it dawns on her that all over the Durst family home their sigil was a windmill. So she gets the thought that this could be the
Maybe we should take the house stuffs and go explore the windmill. I think I saw some windmills inside the house.
Now that you mention it, I do remember seeing a couple of those. Were there any windmills in any of the backgrounds of the picture, or is that just their city?
So if you had, like, when you entered the home, the windmill sigil was on their family crest in the foyer, and then there were windmills on like some of the swords, like the display swords. There was a windmill on, I think there were stained glass windmills on the room to their bedroom, the master bedroom, and then there was a windmill also on the child's toy chest. So it's just like their family crest. There's nothing, again, the house behind you is rubble. There's nothing that you could really, unless you want to start digging through bricks, find. However, you could probably guess that it's, it's symbolic of an actual windmill.
So now that the mist has cleared up a bit, can we see a windmill in the area at all?
This is a great question.
You said it was west. I imagine that maybe we would have to walk through town.
It is west. I have a map for you guys. Yeah, you can't see it from the place that you're at. Too much trees. Like, you guys, like, the town is, you guys are nestled up against this mountain with this castle looming above you. And then there's trees, as you guys remember. There was that big wide opening. You guys were able to see a river as you were walking in. You followed the road into town, but you're kind of still enclosed. It's like a massive grove, miles long.
We're at the like eastern edge of town now. Is that correct? Because we ran into this pretty much as soon as we got in.
Yeah, I can. Oh, this is one I can give you. Hold on.
So then let's just walk through town, right? Yeah, cool. There we go.
Sounds good to me.
You guys are at E7. But yeah, it's mid-morning. You guys can kind of decide what you need to do for now. Some of you are hurt. I don't know what you guys are in supplies, but you've got a town at your disposal.
Some rest probably wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah, we should find an inn, get some rooms.
I'm exhausted.
I'm hurting too. I was doing fine till we left the house and I kind of slipped.
You know, I've been in darkness for a really long time. A little more darkness ain't gonna hurt me.
No.
Well, head
Alarm's
to
gonna
the...
start.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Alarm's gonna start making his way down the street, looking for the nearest inn. He's not gonna be picky.
Perfect. Yeah, like as you guys sort of make your way to the center of town to see what's sort of in that area, what you can find, what this village has to offer. One of the things that you do notice as you're walking in, you see the citizens. They seem pretty slow moving, pretty country bumpkin-esque, just kind of going about their day. Some of the individuals seem very lively and spry. But the majority are just very drab, very boring, dull. Not a lot about them. There's not a ton of people out. It's not a hustle and bustle. You see a few kids playing. You see a few families going about their day, visiting others. And then you see an old woman as well. And she's going from house to house. And it looks like she's selling pastries.
I want to go buy a pastry.
Helen's gonna run up to her.
Sure, yeah, okay. As you guys start making your way over to her, it appears that she's like she hurried on. She kind of noticed that you guys were in the distance, and she hurried on to the next house, and she's quickly making conversation with the people at the house. And it appears that she's demanding some sort of payment. And they give her son, or their son, and she just sort of like takes him, and this kid's just walking with them. But yeah, you can go up to her and buy pastries if you would like.
I'm gonna go up to her and ask her, how much a pastry.
I wanna rest one hand on the child's arm and be like, "Are you okay with this?"
No, I'm not okay with this.
I want to ask the lady, "You forcing this girl to go with you? She doesn't look like she really wants to."
Oh, it's just the way of things, dearie. This is payment. Their family has been buying pastries for such a long time, and well, they promised this boy would help me work at my home.
Well,
making pastries.
How about this? How much do they owe you?
Well, each pastry is about 1 gold to answer your question, sir. And well, the family as well. They've been having pastries on and off. I don't know, for a week now, about 10 days. So you know, not meant they. I knew they couldn't afford it, but they kept asking. You see, these pastries, they're not normal pastries.
Well, that might be. But here's 10 gold, and I'm gonna let that little kid go back to his mom and dad and have a nice, happy time. And maybe you shouldn't give them something they want knowing they can't afford it.
Can you roll me a persuasion check?
Bye.
Plus 3.
Wait, but I have plus 6, so 11.
Let's see.
Okay, all right. I'll. Yeah. So she very, very reluctantly nudges the boy off to let him go, and he starts running home. And she sort of looks and kind of sizes all of you up, and then, well, I guess payment's a payment. So, if you won't leave me alone and leave me be about my business, then you can pay their tab. So
Well,
you can pay her.
I plan on paying you, lady. That ain't the problem. But where can I get some of these pastries from, if you don't mind me asking?
Are you sorry? So you're gonna pay her, then you're asking if you could have one.
No, I'm gonna pay her, then I'm asking her where her pastry shop is.
Oh, it's Just outside of town.
If I may be so bold, what is in your pastries?
Oh, it's a special family recipe. However, when you eat these pastries, it will remove you from the mundaneness of your daily lives. You see, these are dream pastries. If you eat them and go to sleep in the evening, you will have the most lovely, vivid dreams that you've ever had before.
By Torm. Grom slowly turns his head to look at everyone else.
Dante's eyes perk up. He's interested. Reluctant, but interested.
Do you put mountain mushrooms in them?
Oh,
I thought they were regular pastries. Now he doesn't want any.
Oh, you sure are missing out then.
Helena's gonna hand her a gold piece for a pastry.
You have one dream pastry. Mark that off. Subtract your gold. Same with you, Totem, on paying the tab.
Can I cast Detect Good or Evil on her?
You can cast whatever the heck you want.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Good or Evil, and it's a touch attack, so I'm gonna place my hand on her and be like, maybe you should show me where you make these pastries.
Yeah, let me pull that up. Detect Good and Evil.
Hey, Dante, subtract 10 gold. You know I'm good for it, bro.
You know I only got 15, but I got you. Got a couple knives from the basement.
Minute. I might have gold. I don't know.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Alright. So be sure to mark that off on your spell slot, Totem.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you call upon the Morning Lord to help guide your eyes so that you can have true sight and see people as they really are. And you cast your eyes round about. You see the warm glow of your friends around you, but in front of you, you see the light almost sucking in to this old woman, and she seems to dim the world around her, and you instantly mark her as a fiend.
I knew it. I knew a sweet old lady picking up kids wasn't a sweet old lady.
I don't know what you're talking about, dear boy. She shifts back and forth.
Helena's going to telepathically communicate to Dante.
Maybe we should follow her from a distance.
Dante is going to not telepathically respond. Agree.
Just nod.
Silently.
Well, good doing business with you, ma'am. Would anyone else like some dream pastry?
No, lady, go on, get out of here. Leave any other kids you're planning on picking up for another day while you're at it.
Payment is up to the family.
How many other families owe you money, lady?
Just the one. We'll work something out for their future dream pastries.
Do we have a map? Do we all have this map? Or do we have a map that's collective?
This city map is just kind of give you situational awareness.
So we don't technically have a map.
It's not a physical map that you have. It's just kind of so you know what's going on. I will say that in the safe you have a general map of Barovia, if that helps.
No, because I was going to ask her to mark her house out.
What you said? Payments for the family, lady. What family?
Oh, I meant that it's up to the family to decide how they would pay me if they can't meet the costs required.
Oh,
You
I'm
see,
sorry.
this fine specimen of a man over here, he may be able to affront 10 gold to pay off someone's debts, but most families can't even afford one dream pastry, but I try anyways. I work it out with people if they so desire to leave the mundane life. I do truly try to be as kind as I can to these people, and, well, I don't want them to have to live with all this. And she kind of gestures around to this, dark, dreary, sort of recently moist ground and walls everywhere. It's not the nicest city ever.
By the way, I have 20 gold, so now I only have 10.
Yeah, just keep track. I think there should be a gold thing in D&D
It's under equipment.
under equipment.
Can I
Yep,
do an
I got
insight
it.
check on her?
A what?
Insight check.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it. Do I have to counter roll, or is this just up to me?
I think it's just up to you.
All right, I'll just tell you. You can tell she's lying through, and she very much so like you guys to stop asking questions from her demeanor. She keeps sort of slightly twisting back to her cart, ready to go.
Hey, Helena, you want to end this broad's life?
Dante steps forward and kind of motions with his hand, like, hang on a sec. And, it's kind of like, alright, lady, will you get back to your things? Whatever you're doing. Hopefully we don't run into you stealing anybody's kids again.
I wasn't stealing kids. I was just listening
Yeah,
to her.
whatever.
First of all, lady, you reek of evil.
Fine,
don't
fine.
like
Thanks for doing business. And she, waddles off with her
Can I
cart.
club her in the back of the head?
I'm gonna go
You
over.
can do whatever you would like.
I'm gonna go over to
F,
Dante.
yeah,
and be
she's
like,
getting
hey,
clubbed in the
follow.
back of the head.
Roll to attack then.
Dante face palms. But I'm totally.
I mean, we should find out where her
Lady.
where she's going.
So, yeah, you come down and she sensed movement behind her from this big, big ass cleric looking like Frankenstein. Friggin' club comes down and she moves out of the way and you hit her cart and a few dream pastries fall to the ground. What are you doing?
You're poison, and what you feed these people are poison, woman. And if there's no gods here, your life's about to be full.
You see people start peering, like, in some of, like, the houses nearby. People are peering through the windows, and a few doors seem to crack. They're raised by the as this old woman stoops down and starts trying to pick up her pastries.
I step on a pastry.
You notice.
I said leave that woman, and if you're smart, you'll leave. And if I catch you again, next time, I'm gonna club you.
Alright, roll intimidation.
Are we the baddies?
I got a 6.
She's not intimidated. So at
I
first
was kinda-
she sort of recoils a little bit and looks at you. I don't think you know who you're messing with, Sonny. I've been around the block a few times.
I bet you.
Helen's gonna jump between Twindolls and the old woman and telepathically kind of tell Twindolls to hold on a second. We'll follow her to wherever she's going.
I'm sorry for him. Here, let me help you pick these up and get you on your way. I might come by some more from you later.
I kick some
Thank
dirt.
you.
You
What'd
notice
you do?
that when Dante held his hand out to say hold on, he was cut and is hurt a bit still.
He's cut? Like, you got
Yeah, wait,
physically
what?
cut?
Yeah, I'm cut from the last session, so I'm missing
yeah,
half of my health.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, yeah,
Alan's
no,
standing
no,
back.
no.
He has not moved.
Would you be
He's
able
smaller.
to tell us anywhere we might be able to get some rest? We're a little tired from traveling here, as you can kind of tell. We're a little short on nerves.
You guys are about here, and she points towards this larger building. You can see it through some of these other buildings, but yeah, she points over there, and she, oh, it's the blood on the Vine Tavern. You can go there and
nods
stay.
to her.
And good riddance to you, sir.
As much lives as you ended, lady, you're lucky I'm not ending yours.
Oh, it would be I ending yours, sir. And she scurries off.
Are we following?
I'd say,
My
yeah,
God.
let's follow her. Let's keep our distance, but
All right, so she sort of waited until you guys were at your eyesight, and she assumes that you guys can't see her, and she just resumes her pedaling. I don't know how long you guys want to watch, but I would say about 5, 10, 15 minutes. She just is trying to go house to house. Some people pay. Most people don't even open their doors.
Grom's going to speak up a bit. He's going to say, "Be careful who you antagonize. These people may know dark magics." He says, looking around all paranoid. The atmosphere's like getting to him.
And Bellstar's just been kind of hanging back, watching all of this unfold. And after she's finally gone, he just kind of speaks up and just goes, we don't really know how things work around here yet, guys. We should probably at least rest up before we start picking some fights. And he just kind of motions towards Dante.
Y'all act like you've never seen slaves before. Did you guys not have servants?
Well, Twindolls. I just
Well,
know
you guys,
that
you see something?
Twindolls doesn't like to see stuff like that happen to people who are experiencing it himself, so I can understand why he'd be a little frustrated seeing someone being whisked off like that.
I believe everybody should have
Fair
life.
trade.
I believe everybody should live. And when I meet people that smell like death, decay, and blood, it really rings a bell in my head telling me how many people had to suffer because that person wanted to live their life the way they thought they should live.
Whoa there, buddy.
I'm a man of medicine. I work my way through life making sure people live, not to see people die, not to see people disappear, not to see people be taken away from their family.
Just be careful. I don't want us to be the ones who disappear.
Dante nods in agreement, puts his hand on Twindle's shoulder. If you really want to get her, we'll see her if she's making her rounds, and we'll handle it later. For now, I need to rest up, but
Alright, yeah, you're right.
Maybe that family knows where she lives.
That's true. I'm gonna get that lady, I swear. She's a dude badder and I know it. I can sense the stench from her.
Let's get some information about her and rest up, and then we'll tackle it.
It wouldn't hurt to send somebody to follow her, though.
Anybody good at sneaking? Want to spy on an old lady? Earn 10 gold?
unfortunately,
too stealthy, but she should be good. She'd be good and well enough on the rest for now.
I'm sure if we found an inn or a tavern or something along those lines, we can just ask about where her pastry shop is and find her a bit later.
sounds like a good
Yeah,
idea.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's just, these things really tick me off. They really get my blood boiling. I mean, I live my life for life, not for death. And I'm not about to look death in the face and let it peddle its way across this town, breeding disease and destruction.
Yeah, Twindolls really doesn't like peddlers.
Helena's going to break a piece of the pastry off and
Maybe this can help you relax a little bit in the meantime.
I'm not eating that. I wouldn't suggest you eat it either. For all you know, there might be children in those pastries.
Children and pastries? Can we play with them?
Yeah, your guts are gonna play with them when they come out your hole.
You mean like they might be eating people?
Like that lady might be making children into pastries and feeding them back to the people and rotting their minds.
Oh God, I don't want to think about that.
Let's forget about the what ifs. Figure out what we need to do now, and let's get some rest.
Superheated. I just follow everybody else, muttering words of terribleness towards the peddler of pastries.
The peddler of pastries. Twindolls' arch nemesis. Okay, so you guys go to the inn then?
Sounds about right.
I think so, yeah.
Unless that pastry peddler marks our way again.
Awesome. Okay. So, as you guys are walking through, there is, again, I think I mentioned this in an earlier session, so for Chaw and others. The land of Barovia seems to almost be permanently have this very cloudy, cloud cover canopy overhead. It feels sometimes like you guys are in a snow globe with all these mountains surrounding you and this cloud cover. But as you guys are walking up to this inn, a single shaft of sunlight breaks through, makes its way across the square, and in its brightness, looking like just a solid pillar of light, and you guys just feel and bask in that sunlight that you haven't seen in such a long time, before it, moves on its ways as the clouds begin to roil and move. Above a gaping doorway on this building, you see a sign that hangs precariously askew, and it proclaims to be Blood on the Wine Tavern. But looking at it, as you look a little bit closer, it looks like somebody scratched out the F and put an N, so it reads Blood of the Vine instead. So as you look at it, you've seen that this was probably a really nice tavern. It seems to be one of the larger buildings in the city, and it is kind of worse for wear now. But you can see the smoke of a large hearth coming from the roof, and you hear some light noise inside.
Hello's just gonna walk right on in.
Yep.
Awesome.
Alarm is as well.
All right. Well, you guys walk into the Blood of the Vine Tavern, and inside is, you're not sure what you were expecting. You guys are all looking for respite. You guys sort of slept in a haunted house last night, and now, here you are. It's morning. You guys are exhausted from your battle. You were hoping for a nice, warmly lit sort of reprieve. Inside, it's pretty dank, dusty, cobwebby, drab. But there are people inside. It's occupied. There is a hearth on either end. Very little lighting besides that. So it's dimly lit. And there are a few patrons as you walk inside that you can see at various tables across the way. In the center of the room, you can see a bartender and small bar. I guess I would say center, obviously, against the wall where there would be a bar. And you see this man just really absent-mindedly rubbing glasses and cleaning them. And the first thing you notice is, again, how quiet everyone else seems in the room. But there are three women in a booth really close to the bar, by the front of the door where you came in. And they seem to be lounging, laughing, speaking a language that you can't fully understand. Out of character, you would think that it sounds a little bit like French or Italian. You're not sure what it is, but they do wear really bright colors that are similar to the guy that you first met that brought you in. And so they're there having a nice time, and everyone else inside the tavern is just sipping their drinks. But you do see there is a lone male in near a hearth with his back against the wall. Appears to be drinking wine, and he's looking pointedly at you guys.
Hail, sir.
Oh, adventurers! Come, have a sit. Eric, he looks towards the bartender. If you could please get around for these guests here. And he counts you guys out and says, six wines, 6 mulled wines for these. Come, take a sit.
Make that 5 mulled wines. I'll create my own water.
What?
I don't want to drink what you got, guy.
Water for this one. Whatever you would like.
No, I'll make my own, I said.
You'll make your own water?
Yeah, I'm a cleric.
He looks at Twindolls, kind of taken aback. Eric, make that just 5 mulled wines, please. The bartender is like barely even like moved. He's just sort of there, still cleaning glasses. And then all of a sudden, puts the glass down and starts pouring some wine. Bartender slowly brings them over and lays them on. Please, adventurer, sit.
Dante grabs this wine and just slams.
Helena's just chugging hers as well.
Same.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, Bellstar's gonna push his across the table over towards other people in the group, and one of you guys can have mine. It's
Helena's gonna snatch it and down that one too.
Oh, we've got a thirsty one here. You remind me much of my sister. Tell me how you tell me about yourselves. How did you come here? We so very infrequently receive visitors.
All I need to know is where I can sleep. Had a long night. I need to get some rest.
Oh, of course. I pray the just a moment of your time. I know that it must have been such a long travel. I would love to ask for your favor. You see, I am Ismark Kolyana. I am the son of the burgomaster here, and well, I guess was the son of the burgomaster here. However, I'm in great need of your help. You see, a darkness is set about this land. There's a ruler here from the shadows. His name is Strahd.
Hey, pump the brakes. I'm gonna show him both, or pull both of the letters out that we were comparing earlier and put them on the table. And what do you gotta say about that?
He looks at the note that Strahd wrote, and the first one that you got, and he reads them over, and he kind of pales a little bit. But as he looks at the other letter, he gets really, oh, this is my father's handwriting. So that was the one that the kid had, that kind of told the truth about Irina Kolyana, his daughter, and had been she's been harassed by Strahd.
Your father Strahd von Zervik?
No, sorry. His father was the burgomaster that wrote that letter
Oh,
asking for help.
okay. Gotcha.
Do you know
Yeah.
anything about the vendor peddling dream pies?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that lady. I try not to get involved too much. I wasn't the burgomaster myself. I I'm sorry. I there's a lot on my mind lately, and I I need your guys. I my sister is my sister's life is in danger. Strahd keeps, for whatever reason, putting pressure upon our household and our home, and it's broken my family, and I fear for her life, and I only know of one way to keep her safe, and that is to bring her to the village of Valakai.
Where's that?
It's in the heart of the Barovia Valley, beyond the view of Castle Ravenloft. I'm sure you've noticed that atrocity of a castle above us, looming over our city, and you can feel the oppression there at almost all times.
Hold on a sec. You said you were the son of the burgomaster. What happened?
He sort of looks down in his hands and rubbing them. Well, my father's passed. You see, it's
Sorry to hear that.
yeah. It's been a trying time. Our village doesn't have any leadership, and me and my sister are without a father, and I can't even really focus on a proper burial at this moment. The only thing I can focus on is keeping my sister alive. She's my charge now, and well, I know that the road to Valakai will be difficult, and if she's going to be exposed at any moment, it's going to be this at this moment when she is out of her home and on the road. You see, legend has it that Strahd cannot enter a home unless expressly given permission to do so, and she's been shut in there for some time now, and I just fear we're no longer safe. And my father's passing, and the things going on here. We need to get her out. We need to get her to safety. If you would help me.
Trying to do this like tomorrow?
Why
Tonight?
exactly is she in danger? But you aren't.
This Count Strahd, he has this fascination, this obsession with her. I can't really say why. He wants her. He wants her to be with him. He has found countless ways to corner her, to try to be alone with her. He is harassing our family until she go to him. And I fear at this point that the polite asking or invitations may just abruptly stop, and he may just decide to take her by force. You see, there's been a bit of a commotion even outside our home. We fear that maybe we've been scouted out, or that people have been trying to find a way in, and my home just does not feel safe anymore.
Is Strahd the reason for your father's passing?
I would assume so. I hate this man with all of my being. To be truthful, I've hoped my entire life to rid this land of this curse. This so-called count, this so-called ruler or lord over our land. It would give me no greater pleasure than to end him. However, I can't see to that without having saved my sister or protected her, or ensured her safety.
If I understand this right, Strahd brought us here for a reason as well. So I don't know if us escorting her is the best idea.
He brought you here himself?
That's what it seems like. We don't know. We just kind of appeared here, honestly. How'd you get here? You been here all your life?
No one leaves Barovia once they come. As a matter of fact, I don't believe Strahd has left himself.
So how are we supposed to get your sister to this other place if nobody leaves?
How are we supposed to get home, even if we do, if nobody leaves?
Well, you see, it's still in Barovia. We can still get there. It's another village, just past the turn of the mountain, just past Ravenloft itself. If we could get past that, under, I don't know, Shadow of Night. Well, I can't really say night. He's the king of the night. Maybe midday when it's brightest. I don't know. The sooner the better, in my opinion. We just have to get out of town. However, it's still Barovia. We can still get there. I don't know the risk, but I know that me escorting my sister alone may not be enough.
Real quick, can I just look around and see if anybody is listening in on this conversation?
Yeah, roll me a perception check. Yeah. So it looks like one of the women in all of their color, she's definitely she's trying to not make it obvious. However, she has been looking from time to time in a consistent pattern. She seems to be at least watching. Who knows if she could hear you from the distance there, but she's definitely got her eye on you guys.
Well, hey, I'm all for getting your sister out of town, but maybe we can discuss the time and when we're a little bit later. He just kind of blatantly looks over at the woman sitting there.
He looks at you and looks at her and sort of blushes a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm not usually this brash. I'm not usually this. Anyways, I haven't done anything like this before, and I would just really appreciate your help. And well, the coffers of this village are yours if you could help us, really. But yes, villagers or adventurers, if you would, if you mentioned you needed rest, I would love to leave as soon as you feel rested, and I'll be awaiting your response.
Now, I know you're talking about all these coffers and other carrots you're dangling in front of us, or whatever they say. How about you get us some supplies, and we'll help you. You use some armor, maybe a couple weapons, some arrows, torches, the whole thing. Carrot.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh. Good luck, boy. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh gosh. Well, surely, I mean, if it means to sweeten the pot, we don't have much anymore. You see, the hold that Strahd has put on this village, and especially my family, we've had to supply the coffers from our own family vault. And well, I don't have much, but I'd be willing to get you as much supplies as I could.
Well, I don't need your money, but I know a couple of us could use a little upgrade or two on our arm. Maybe you could help a couple of us out before we get on the road.
Yeah, of course. Bildrith Mercantile, across the street, is really the only, I guess, general store in town that would be able to provide the kind of gear that you seek. I would be more than willing to go there and see what they have to offer. He isn't known to have the best prices in all of Barovia, but he's all we've got here.
Well, you're the one paying, so. I think we could most likely all agree that willing to help you out, considering that's why we came in the first place. So, let's get rested up, suited up, and I suppose if everybody agrees, we can leave as soon as possible.
Thank you, adventurers. Thank you so much.
Oh, but I want to kill that pastry lady so frickin' bad. His blood slowly pours out of my grinning smile.
You save that energy for Strahd there, but you got bigger fish to fry.
I don't know. It doesn't sit right, this village being all mopey. It's not a village. These people seem so disoriented. People fear in the first moment we go in a tavern. There's no songs of joy. There's no runabout mill of bards bustling around. Just some sleazeball begging for help.
I don't think there's a lot to be joyful about here, buddy.
Well, you can't go out and detect evil on everyone now, can you?
No, I can't. But I know where I can start.
Yeah, with a nap.
And this is how we put our PJs on, PJs on, PJs on.
Can I cast sleep on Twindolls?
You can do whatever you want.
I'm gonna cast sleep on. Go to sleep, friend.
Are we in beds, or are you just gonna put me asleep while we're sitting at this table? Are you gonna drag me to the
I'm gonna
next
like put my hand. I'm gonna like gently lay you across the bench. We'll cast.
His
Wait, don't leave me down here.
8'5".
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm huge.
I worked out, bro.
I work out, bro.
We got ground.
So from the size of the building...
Yeah, I got Grom. Grom, get over here.
Alright.
No, I'm just kidding.
You guys could probably surmise that there are rooms available to rent or to purchase. However, they're upstairs, and in the past, in your adventuring experience, you usually have to pay first to reserve it. So there's, again, you guys see the bartender over there. He's still just cleaning glasses one after another.
Walk over to him real quick.
Sure.
How much would it be for how many people do we have? Six?
We have
For
6.
6 rooms.
Well, we don't need a room each. We could double up, because I mean, like, in the circumstances of being weird and we all adventurers, I think we should take 3 and 3. Because technically we have a woman with us, and if Helena's okay to sleep in a bed with somebody, I'm gonna use, you know.
I'll just ask him how many rooms he has available. How many rooms do you have available?
So Eric, the bartender, sits there. He's wiping a glass. Then he puts it down real slowly. He kind of looks at you, and then he grabs the glass and he starts wiping it. And he's wiping it.
Oh, is he ignoring me?
and then he looks at you, and you're still looking at him, and he kind of looks from side to side, and he offers you the glass, like, tentatively.
Look,
You to buy
I can definitely make this worth your while. I want to try and persuade him to
Sure.
give us.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Wow. So a 7.
He looks like kind of like confused and takes the glass back, and then starts wiping it again. And you guys notice that one of the 3 women breaks off from her group, and she comes up to you. Hello, travelers. Do you need something?
Yeah, we're looking for rooms.
I am the proprietor of this establishment. How many rooms will you need?
How many do you have?
Well, it's not exactly like we're a hustling, bustling village here, so as many as you really would.
Well, we need at least 3.
That is done, sure. It will cost we will call it a gold piece for the night. For
A gold piece for each room.
yes.
That seems excessive. How about I'll give you a gold piece for all 3?
Roll me a persuasion.
All right.
While this is going on, can Dante ask Dude Bro if
An 8.
it's even
Or
safe to
9,
stay
rather.
here?
So real quick, she folds her arms and looks at Alaram and says, "Well, you see, there is no other place to stay in the city, so I believe that it is, as you say, my way or the."
I'll hand her the 3 gold.
And sorry, what did Dante say?
He asked the guy if he thinks it's even safe to stay here. After noticing the bartender's a little weird.
Oh, did you ask the bartender or the
The guy we were just talking to.
Oh, Ismark.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe you should be fine. It's the only inn in town, and well,
We've just seen a lot of dark, weird magic, so I wanted to make sure we don't have to watch our backs all night.
How many
'cause I
rooms
need
does
to-
he have?
need
Can
a
we
real
just go to his
sleep.
house?
Alenka, Mirabelle, and Sorvia have been here for forever. I mean, they're the only inn in town. It's not the greatest town. We're oppressed by Strahd. And he starts rambling on again about how wicked he is.
Alright. Okay, just making sure.
You're fine here.
Like I said, it's been a long night. I apologize.
Yeah, so the woman gives you guys keys for 3 rooms, and she shows you upstairs to the various rooms, and she says, "You have them for at least a night if you would like. About 24 hours a day or so. If you need any food, we offer a meal a day for free on the house."
Free food.
Sign me up.
I eat some of my snake jerky. Nah, I'm good.
She sort of smiles at all of you, and her smile sort of falls when she sees Twindolls eating rocks, and turns around and walks off.
Sweet. I guess we should go to our rooms and rest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds like a plan.
Should we have somebody watch or anything, or
I think
do you think we're safe enough here for us all to rest at the same time?
after talking to Dude Bro, Dante's confident enough in sleeping overnight, so he's not too worried about.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is there anything
Um,
that anyone would like to do before, I guess, taking a... This is a
Smash-
long rest, or are you guys just taking a short nap?
Smash that
Probably
brunch.
long rest.
I'm going to say long rest, yeah.
Oh, bro, big old rest. Smash that brunch and freaking go to bed. Dante goes down, freaking somehow communicates with Eric, the bartender. The Vistani ladies seem to be really short with this slow bartender, and somehow get the back of the kitchen to get you a nice meal. It's beans and toast.
Lovely. But it is on the house, so.
Yeah.
Alright, and then up to the room for Dante for sure. He's hurting. I don't know who I'm rooming with, but we're
Yeah,
doing a long rest.
We got 3 rooms for 6 of us. I don't want any. Well, in my opinion, I think we should all make sure we're not alone.
We don't have much of a choice there, so... You and me?
Oh yeah.
Helena's just going to randomly walk off to one of the rooms, whichever one she has a key for.
Helena is in. Who's gonna cuddle the single girl in the party? Hey,
Twindolls.
No, I'm a man of the cloth. And if
That's
I'm phony-
exactly why.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. You're the cleric.
You're the only one we can trust.
Yeah, but I believe in the god of fornication. Where I met that lady, we definitely fornicated. I need rest. I don't need to be up all night. She's a wild one. You ever see what she does?
Wait, how many years ago did you
This
meet her?
person.
It's been at least good 5 years ago in there, so we actually both of us have seen quite a bit. It gets pretty wild out. Anyway, nap time. Are we able to long rest?
I would assume so. I just sort of
Sorry.
my spell slots.
Can I perch?
Yeah, go ahead and mark off a long rest.
Okay, I was gonna say, do I need to like booby trap this bitch? Like put a fucking chair in front of the door, make sure the shutters are shut, put a piece of wood on that, you know, like take the table and lift it up and place it in the windows.
I mean, like you guys are in a room that you paid for. The only sketch thing about this whole town is that you guys got the impression that you were lured in by Strahd, but nothing to say that he wants you dead specifically. It's not like they sent assassins outside of Barovia, and I don't think you guys did anything to, I guess, offend him. So yeah, I mean, you guys sleep soundlessly and you rest, and you wake up, and it's it is mid-afternoon.
So, following the end of the long rest, I'm actually going to take advantage of my breadth of knowledge thing here, and I'm going to add insight and stealth as proficiencies.
Okay, cool. Inside and stuff. All right, yeah. You guys come down into, I guess, the main floor of the tavern. Ismark is still there. You know, he's head in his hands at this point. Seems to have switched to water. Probably a pretty wise choice because the guy was trying to drink mid-morning. And he sees you guys and he gets oh, travelers, are you ready? Can we go?
You got our supply?
Yeah, I got a few things. I couldn't get a lot, but I do know that adventurers love these things. He got you.
Dante nudges Twindolls. This guy over here wearing this wimpy medium arm. He could be wearing heavy arm. Might help him out a little bit. I don't know if you happen to find anything in your stash.
Oh, well, there might be. Well, I guess he kind of sold me that adventurers would like this, and I don't know. And he sort of he shows you he's got 3 potions of healing. They weren't cheap.
Alright, they saved his ass once. Might happen a second time.
Where's the peddler? Where's the peddler? Where's the peddler?
I'm sorry.
dream cake, small woman, peddling sadness as she glooms across this town.
Right.
I believe she sold pastries.
Yeah, you guys said that before. I've heard rumors about it, but I don't know a ton.
You know where her shop is?
Shall we collect my sister?
Yes.
Oh, and I heard that the old woman, she doesn't have a shop. Doesn't she have a car?
She gotta make them pastries somewhere. There's definitely not in that cart without a furnace.
No, I've actually never thought of that before. Huh. Anyways, follow me if you will. And then he walks out the door. Front door.
We trust this guy.
Absolutely not.
I mean, I'm all for you guys wanting to help this dude, but I got a bone to pick with this peddler. Really fucking itching my back.
Maybe we could convince him to let us make one quick appointment before we proceed with helping him.
Maybe next time you can hit peddler instead of hitting the cart. You know, missing, acting like you try to hit the cart.
Wasn't my fault. I'm just heated up, and I'm still heated up, and I won't be unheated until me and this peddler have words.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, man. If we see
But if
him,
everybody doesn't agree, we can go and help this dude with his sister. But if I see this peddler, she's gonna get it. She's gonna get this club.
I'll be right there helping you.
Just gonna get the clam.
What I used to give him the clams, boss.
well, right there.
You really think I need some better armor? I mean, this stuff's been protecting me this far. I don't even know if they can make stuff in my size.
I'm just saying, anything's better than nothing if you're gonna be getting eaten by trash monster.
That's
What's
true.
so wrong with nothing?
So maybe Grob.
Grom
can
says
share
his
his
back's
armor with-
shining in the moonlight.
Well, it's daytime now.
Yeah,
But
it's
you-
like mid-afternoon.
And on top of that, you wear a cloak there, guy. Your black cloak, so your
Yeah.
back's not really showing.
Yeah, okay. I do feel kind of restricted.
No,
With this
I see. I see you've been working on your body physique for a long time there, Grom. And I wouldn't say I'm not jealous, but I gotta protect this body from the evils. The evils that would stop life from happening.
Well, that's fair enough.
But Di, that cape is quite dashing on you. Look at the ripples on your shoulder muscles. Shing! That's beef.
It is a fairly nice cloak.
Alright. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Yeah, he pops his head in and he's like, "Are you guys coming?"
Helen was going to go
Absolutely.
follow after.
Yeah, we're right behind you.
Oh, okay. As you guys walk out, Bellstar, you notice that the woman who is giving you kind of the look, she, as you walk by, she reaches out and grabs your arm, and she says, "I know that you are new to this land. I don't know why you are here, but all I can say is that I have a distinct feeling that you should go see Madame Eva."
Madame Ava? Where would we find her?
She is to the west on the way to Valakai. You may be able to take a road less traveled to get there. However, that is at least what I have heard. You see, they are a traveling troop. Anyways, I don't want to have the conversation. I do not know who you are, but I have the feeling that you should see her.
Bellstar will just kind of nod, and as she lets go of his arm, we'll just follow the rest of the group.
Dope. Okay, yeah. So you guys are outside. Again, mid-afternoon. Hold on, let me change the tunes back to the city music. So across the way, you can see directly across from you, E1. I guess you can see there is the mercantile. You can see a sign there that says Bildris Mercantile there on a creaking sign overhead, and the Kolyana boy Ismark is walking past it in this direction, down to this big estate at the end of the row here. Helena, did you say you wanted to make a quick stop before?
I was thinking if everyone wanted to go after that pastry seller.
Oh, damn. Always after the pastry seller.
Oh yeah, my eyes are wandering back and forth, looking down the roads. Where's that pastry lady?
Well, as you guys are walking down the street, you pass this house here. It almost looks like it's connected to the mercantile, but it's not. As you walk by, you hear moaning sobs that flow through the still gray sheets in the upper window of this house. And this person seems to be just grieving. And as you hear that, it just colors your feelings and your thoughts with sadness. And the sound just flows out the window into the street.
Hey, you guys, maybe we should check on this person. It don't seem so hot.
I wonder what has them down.
All I know is we keep running around playing superhero. We're never gonna get anything done, so if we do, let's make it quick.
But this woman is crying.
People cry all the time.
No, Dante, but they deserve life.
I understand that. Let's take a
If
look.
I was crying, I'd want you to help me.
And you know I'd help you, 'cause you're my friend. This, on the other hand, is none of our business. And here we are about to barge into someone's house. Let's go.
Is everybody okay with going to the house?
Well, how about we?
How about we what?
Bellstar's gonna go up and knock on the door first instead of just walk.
Of course, good knock, silly.
Good.
Yeah, you knock on the door, and as you knock, there's no change in the sobbing, but the door wasn't closed all the way properly, and it slightly opens from your knock, slowly.
I'm a doctor. Is there in need of help?
Inside, you can see it's just like a really basic, small little house. There is a kitchen to your left, a living room to your right, and immediately in front of you, there seems to be a door that goes back, but a staircase that goes up to the top floor where you hear the moaning or the crying upstairs. And you notice as well that there was like barricades, like wooden barricades made that had been put up against the window from the inside to like keep things out.
Helen is gonna walk upstairs.
I'm gonna fall behind her.
I'm gonna stay at the front door watching our bed.
All right, yeah. As you walk up, it's just like a singular sort of loft bedroom. Really pretty. But as you go in there, you can tell that it was like a bedroom for like a child. Very pretty, petite sort of room. Nice, frilly little things. But in the middle of the room is this woman who is wearing just tattered rags and holding this weird malformed doll in her hand, and she's just crying over it.
I was just gonna walk up and offer the pastry she got the previous night.
She looks your way and sort of she says, thank you for your kindness, but I'm not hungry, but it means a lot that I guess someone cared.
What's happened here?
About you?
What happened here? My daughter, she's gone. And she's kind of crying a little bit.
Where did she go to?
I don't know. She's been gone for about a week now, and I just can't believe that my little girl is gone. Gertruda's always been a sweet girl, but it's so wicked and dark and crazy, and all sorts of manner of evil are out in the city. And well, I know that she hasn't left often, but I just can't believe she's actually gone.
Has your daughter ever ate any pastries that look like this lady?
No, we're not sweets people ourselves. Roll a perception check. Anyone who's in the room.
You want to do it, Helena, or you want me? Oh, you got 19.
So, well, not 20, but 19 after modifier.
Ooh, nice. Okay. You guys both rolled pretty dang good. So Twindoll notices, as Helena's talking to, oh, nice. Grom is there. As Helena's talking to, this woman, Twindoll looks out the window that's sort of like in this, against the wall. It's really pretty. This, I guess, loft bedroom, right?
Here comes the pastry, bitch.
And as you look, there's the pastry back there. She is looking at you the whole time. You look out the window, and you can, whatever reason, there's small houses kind of in the way and whatnot. But you can almost see you just have an awesome view of the mountainside that you rest up against this village, and a really great view of Ravenloft, as well with it's just a really nice view. You can see trees, you can see the castle, and you can see the mountain. Helena, you specifically notice a little tag or stitched in the hem of the dress of this little doll. It says, "Is no fun, is no blinksy," on the doll. But yeah, this woman explains, obviously she told you a little bit overprotective and whatnot. Grom, you were in the room as well. You can notice that as you walked through the house, the barricades that you saw against the windows, and then specifically this top window, actually has a few more bars than you would notice, and a place where a lock would be on the window.
Ma'am, is there something you're not telling us about your daughter?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, how strong is she? He says, pointing at the bars on the window.
I love it.
She's just a young woman. Like, how much strength would she have? She's not a brute.
Well, yes, but why are there bars on the windows?
So she sort of looks at them. She says, my poor babe. And she starts looking back at her doll and just starts sobbing all over again. In between her sobs, Yeah, in between her sobs, you hear her, whisper or just say things like, she should be at home with her mother. Her mother knows best. It's safe at home, kind of things like that.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye out for her in our travels. If we find her, we'll bring her back for you.
Thank you.
What does she look like, ma'am?
Well, she has dark hair. Very pretty young woman. You see, she's not even 18 yet. She's yeah.
Is she wearing a Sunday's best? Did she leave with one of her favorite dresses on?
No, we don't have many nice things, as you could see, but all of the nice things I could give to her were this doll, which I had as a girl, and I give her as much food as she needs.
Does she wear a ribbon in her hair?
No. Dark hair. Her name is Gertrude. I'm married, by the way, but my daughter Gertruda, she's missing. I fear the worst.
We're trying to find Gertrude Mary.
Thank you.
Did she just disappear? Or do you have any idea where she could have gone off to?
She's a young woman. She's quite romantic. I don't know. She's always dreaming up fairy tales. I don't know if she would actually act on anything or where she would go, but I have no idea where she is.
Oh, I see. Does she have any boyfriends in the town?
No, never.
Oh, well, there goes my theory.
Does she have any girlfriends?
She's shocked.
Dante comes up the stairs.
I guess that's a no.
Does she have any journal?
Just walks up. Hey, she got any journals? Couldn't help it over here. She seems to start getting a little skittish that all these people are in her house. And she sort of curls up with the doll and is just stroking it and starts crying again.
Okay, baby. Let's go Helena and Grom. We can tell everybody that we're on the lookout for a young 17-year-old girl, dark hair, really pretty, goes by the name of Gert.
Helena's just gonna walk back out and meet up with the rest outside.
Hey, Helena, want to dress like Gertrude?
Helena just kind of gives it no notice.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I mean, as you guys walk out of the house, Ismark was kind of pacing back and forth. And he's, come along. No time to waste.
Hey, Ismark, you ever heard of a girl named Gertrude?
I can't keep track of every girl in this town.
It's a damn shame.
As you guys walk down the road, you come up to this weird-looking mansion that squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside on the ground, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The sputtering, squeal, and clang of the gate repeats with a mindless precision as it opens and closes, banging over and over again. You see weeds choking the ground and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth seems to have been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane or a shard of glass stands in any windows. All of the windows are barred with planks, and each one marked with stains of evil omen.
Is this your safe house?
This is my house. This is the Kolyana estate.
It's the safest place you've got around this whole town.
It's all we have left.
Well, I understand that, but sometimes you just gotta pick it up and run, man.
Well, that's what we're trying to do.
That's true.
Come. And he starts walking towards the door. If you guys want to roll me perception checks on the ground, you might notice a few things.
Nope.
Helena notices shit all.
And I got a 3.
She's absent-mindedly walked her way over to the swinging gate and is kind of helping it bang against the opening, making that ringing noise over and over again.
She's very fascinated by the noise of the gate.
All I'm saying is, old lady next door has got bars in all her windows, and you don't even have windows. So it could be a little safer, that's all I meant by it.
We boarded them up. We don't want anyone... We're trying to protect ourselves. You guys notice, as you look about the grounds, both Grom and Dante, that there's discernible trampling of weeds all around the mansion. You see scores of wolf paw prints, and you see human footprints. And Grom, as he's sort of looking and observing it, he notices that the foot pads of the human prints, some of them appear to be sharper than they should be, as if there were missing flesh at some parts of the foot, like the toes. You get the sense that these could have been zombies or ghouls or something undead.
Strange. Wolves do not usually tread where people do. And what are these footprints? Does anybody else know? He says, like, pointing out the footprints on the ground that look kind of odd.
I'm a doctor. I mean, those feet don't look normal.
Be on the lookout.
I rolled nat 20 just for nature to see if I knew anything about it.
You're just trying to discern what?
Like what creature type, I guess, if that would be the right thing. Anything involving nature, because that's what I rolled.
Yeah, so...
Like maybe how many, or something like that.
I mean, it seemed like maybe a pack of dire wolves had come through. Grom had definitely noticed that there were zombies or ghouls of some sort that made the human footprint, so they weren't just normal people. You had undead and wolves that were at this house recently.
You guys have visitors off?
No, we've been under constant attack.
They come at night? Day?
Mainly the night when the village sleeps. You see, we're on the edge of town. I assume it's a little bit easier for them to get to us without rousing the suspicion of the whole town, or the whole town. Well, they know. They've surely seen Strahd in town or from time to time, and well, I just know we'll get no aid from them. So whether they turn a blind eye or they haven't heard it, I don't know, but we're under attack. And he walks up to the door and knocks really loud, and you can hear him and a woman on the other side talking back and forth. He addresses her as Irina, and to unbar the gate. And as you guys unbar the gate and open it, you can see the interior of this mansion is pretty well furnished, but the fixtures seem to be like really worn down. So like the couches and the furnitures are all scuffed, and the I guess coverings and linen are pretty bad. You noticeable oddities again are that every window is boarded up, but on the inside you can see holy symbols are drawn on these boards, and you can see almost a holy symbol in every single room. The burgomaster, or a body, is in a side drawing room, lying on the floor in a simple wooden coffin, surrounded by withering flowers and a faint odor of decay. You can tell that the coffin's like made by someone who doesn't really know.
You want me to like do you a service and help you bury your dead?
Actually, that's exactly what I'd like you to do. It's Irina, and she reaches out her hand. Irina Kolyana. You see, I know what my brother would like. I know he would like me to leave, and I'm not opposed to the idea. We can't defend this household, but I can't just leave my father here unburied. Surely you would know that.
Yeah, no, I'm a cleric. I don't want to see the dead like that. It should definitely be rested.
I agree. Well, I'm sure my brother has told you many things, but I can't thank you enough for wanting to aid me in this. I know I'm in danger, and I can't express to you how frustrating it is that I can't even remember most of my memories with Strahd.
It's okay.
Wait,
What?
You can't?
No, they're fuzzy. There's something about him. He's very intense. You see, when he looks into your eyes and the way that he speaks to you, you know that this is a man that gets what he wants. And well, I can't remember many of my memories. However, when I'm with him, but I can remember a very hungry look in his eyes.
Is there a plot you want to bury your dad at? Is it gonna be on the estate? Is there a local cemetery?
There is a cemetery to the north. It's I would love your assistance in helping me lay him to rest.
Do you already have a platform?
I believe we do in the crypt or in the graveyard of the church. We would need to speak with the priest of the Morning Lord there and let him know and make sure that he can perform the rites. But yeah, you can't just bury a body in a church without letting them know.
No, that's very true. I was just wondering if I'm gonna need a shovel. What we're gonna do? Is it more family, or is it just you?
Just me and my brother and my father. It's hard to admit that it's just me and Ismark now. You see, the wolves and the creatures of the night have just been constantly attacking our house night after night for weeks. The burgomaster, my father, he just couldn't stand the assault night after night, week after week, and well, he passed 3 days ago. His body is not faring well, and no man, no person deserves to openly rot.
No, definitely not. Now you make words with your brother and you find out if you can come to the church with us or not. I mean, if you should be there to see your father put at rest, but I know your brother's been cheaping in this house, so I don't know how keen he's gonna be on letting you out.
Sure, I mean, as long as we can get moving, then I'm fine with it. If we need to lay father to rest, then I see it as the honorable thing to do. My sister comes first and foremost. We haven't been under attack since Father passed 3 days ago, but it doesn't mean that it's just gonna stop forever. I need to make sure that we're off.
No, I understand that, but let's lay your father to rest. I can't leave here with a corpse rotting in your house, especially one of your fathers, somebody you care about so much, and seeing a sister like this same. I mean, I would just feel like I'm doing you a bad deed. Hey, guys, can you help me carry?
Yes, absolutely.
So you guys move to the north, singing as you to E5 here on the map to see a church. And so atop of the slight rise, looking over the town just a little, you can see against the roots of pillars stone that supports Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. The church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and it's worn and weary. The bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through the holes in a shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. You can notice as you walk up to the door that there are heavy wooden doors that make up this church, and they're covered with claw marks and scarred.
It's like everybody's got werewolf problems in these parts.
Definitely. The creatures of the night would have to do anything assault the Morning Lord's chapel.
Especially Crash and Funeral.
Crashing and funeral. So yeah, you guys open the main door here. I think I switched your view in roll 20.
Yep.
And you see a church. It is effed up. So you open it to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall that leads to a brightly lit chapel at the far end. There's quite a few different wall sconces. It's about sunset now that you guys have made it to this chapel. And it reeks of mildew. There are 4 doors, 2 on each side next to you guys, that lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is just strewn with debris. The pews are all broken and messed up. But you can, as you guys walk in, you can hear a soft voice reciting a prayer. And suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhumane scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor. Irina and Ismark definitely look at each other, going pale a little bit as you guys are holding the coffin.
I guess I'll investigate because I wasn't holding the coffin, so I'll move up. Can I see anything?
You moving forward into the F area, or?
Yeah, just moving up towards the screen to take a look while they're behind with the coffin and protecting everybody else.
Sure. Yeah, the scream is long and drawn, and you can definitely hear that it's coming from underneath you guys as you walk forward. So not exactly in front of you. Here at the center here, you can see a man knelt in prayer. But yeah, the scream came from below you guys.
Can we tell if it sounded like a man or a woman?
With kids' perception, I'll say that Dante can say that it's probably not high enough.
Alright, I guess approach the guy praying and be like, are you just sitting here all day listening to this thing scream? Never do anything about it?
Nice. Yeah, so as you guys walk up, you get a little bit closer and you see the altar that he's praying in front of. And it's all scarred up and it's got all sorts of claws on it, marks on there. And this priest has got just soiled vestments were used to be really fine embroidery of sunbursts for the Morning Lord. It seems dirty and soiled. And next to him hangs a long, thick rope that stretches up into the bell tower. So the bell tower is next to him as well. But as you guys walk into the chapel, you guys hear another scream from below the floor, and it's a young man's voice. And the person screams, "Father, I'm starving!"
What's going on in here? I mean, we come for some religious ceremony, the rest are dead, and there's people not even in here. The place is trash. What is this?
The priest turns around. "Oh, hello. I didn't realize we had visitors."
You didn't realize someone's screaming to the top of the lung?
"Oh, don't mind my son. He's quite well. Well, as well as he could be."
Well, can you help us do a religious ceremony to let this good soul rest at ease?
Yes, of course. You just need to put him to rest.
Dante walks over to Alarum and Bellstar, who I guess aren't helping with the coffin at the moment. It's kind of like, how do you guys feel about this? Guy's sitting in here all day with his kid locked up downstairs.
Yeah, something doesn't seem.
This is highly troubling.
Let's perform the ceremony and keep an eye out, I guess.
You guys, all of a sudden, you see him kind of nod his head in your direction. He heard you somehow, and said, "You know, he's not well, my son. And I have been praying fervently for a year now for this curse to pass upon him. You see, it's for his own good. The foolish boy, a year ago, a little more than a year ago at this time, he and a few other wizards got lured in by another adventurer and his companion. This adventurer seemed to be a mage of strange magic, wearing a black cloak, always hooded. And his companion was a monster of a man with blue skin. And this traveler, he seemed to also have an axe on his back, and it was wrapped in linens. And anyways, he came into town with his monstrosity of a friend, and he riled up the villagers, and specifically my son Doru. And they went, and they were going to stop the madness that is Strahd. You cannot defeat Strahd, however. You can never defeat him. They lost. And what came back? My son. Depraved, twisted, not human. Not the same. He's some sort of creature, and all I can do is pray for the Morning Lord to save his soul and remove this blight. So don't look at me like I'm a bad father, or insane, as the rest of the village said. I'm just doing the best I can and what I know how to do.
Is he that dangerous?
Let me tell you this. I haven't fed my son in a year since he and still he screams.
Here, hold up a sec. This mage you were talking about, were they from around here or somewhere else?
I've never heard of a mage like this. He seemed to have magic not of this land. He seemed to be traveling with this companion that would do whatever he told him. Again, a giant of a man. Blue skin, if you would hear it.
Bigger than me?
Did you catch their names?
No, just traveling through, riling up the place.
'Cause you said this was a year ago, so are they in the area still?
I heard they survived. If that's any consolation, all the other villagers died, except of course, rumor has it this wizard and his brute came back along with my son. All of them twisted, all of them different. Well, I don't know if you would say this mage was untwisted before. It's not right. Anyway, the Morning Lord will bless us. And he kneels down and he starts praying and chanting and Totem's chanting from before.
Well, I don't know if we can put your father to rest just so easily. I mean, this guy's not even gonna perform duties, and there's definitely something wrong with this kid in the basement. I mean, you got. How do you even get to your kid? Is there a way? Have you tried to bring him out of there? Talk sense into him?
You hear screaming from the floor. Father, there's nothing wrong with me. Let me out. I'm so hungry.
Can we see anywhere to get into the basement?
Not from here. You can't.
Hey,
he says, "I've done everything I know how to do. You seem to be of some sort of faith. I myself, I worship the Morning Lord, and He will shine His light upon and you will heal him."
All I'm asking is if I can have a one-on-one conversation with him to shed some light.
I would urge you that is a foolish thing to do. He is not himself. Leave him be. And then you hear from the floor, "Father, there's nothing wrong with me."
Hey, hideous.
It might not help, but perhaps we could try talking to him just to see.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know much about you. All I know is strange things are happening in the land, and strange company you bring to my door. And he points to Irina and mentions that he knew that she is not the natural daughter of Kolyan Indrovich, which is the burgomaster. Although Irina herself had no idea. Kolyan, he himself accompanied Kolyan as he found her at the edge of the Slavic woods near the pillar stone of Ravenloft. She was but a girl then and seems to have no memory of her past. But so she's an adopted daughter. This kind of shakes her a bit. She had no idea. She seems resolved nonetheless to want to bury her father because she loves him very much. But yeah, she finds out that she was adopted. She lets you guys know she can't remember much of being a child, but nevertheless loves her family.
Can you do the services so they can put the dead to rest? Allow them to have peace of mind for their father to go to the other side. And while you're doing that, can we at least talk to your son? I'm a doctor. If you say he hasn't eaten for a year, that's alarming. And I'd really like to know what kind of shape he's in. Because if a body hasn't eaten in a year, it's gonna be pretty thin.
Listen, I don't really trust you guys, but as a priest of the Morning Lord, it is sunset. If you're going to be performing any funeral rites, it should be now, as the sun sets, as is tradition. As the light is left his soul, and he enters the arms of the morning. Sure, you can perform your rites. However, again, I would urge you to leave my son be. And you hear weeping from under the floor. "Father, please, anything. Save me, help me, travelers, help!"
Well, we gotta save him.
Can Helen? I want to try something. Gonna telepathically talk to the priest and try and convince him that I am talking as his god, and trying to convince him to let us to at least talk to his son and help his son.
All right, roll me a performance.
Performance?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to use my inspiration point you gave me.
Yeah,
to get
perfect.
advantage
Okay.
on it. 14.
This is a man not accustomed to people or voices in his own head. Besides his, he is alarmed, shocked, and delighted. Also a little nervous, like his faith isn't completely in it. But he relents, and he gives you a key, and he points to the room towards the door, and he says that he keeps him in the cellar.
All right,
But
guys.
again, I warn you, he's not himself.
That's fine. Just please.
We'll be on our toes.
Yeah, that's chasing babies in attic. Little boys in cellar. Can't even get a good drink around here.
Please give him the ceremony they're looking for the father, and we'll go see if we can't do something about you.
At this point, we're gonna have to take Irina. Nighttime. It's just not looking good.
Well, you might not even make it out of here by morning time. Depends on what the situation goes.
Bringing her with us?
No, she's got to stay here with the father. The service still has to be done.
Maybe I should stay too.
You gonna stay with them?
For now.
Alright. If you're gone, if anything goes amiss or anything happens, just give us a holler.
Helen's
you
going to go check on the kid.
You can go check out the basement.
Yeah. Anyone else coming with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go down with you.
All right, you guys see what I revealed? So there's a basement down here.
Yeah.
You guys should be able to access your own tokens. Let me know if you can.
Yep.
But underneath it, so you guys open the lock with the key. Opens easily. You see these stairs that descend down. This is known as the undercroft of the church. It has rough hewn walls, and the floor is made of damp clay and earth. Rotting wooden pillars strain under the weight of the wooden ceiling. Candlelight from the chapel above slips through the cracks, allowing you to glimpse a gaunt shape in the far corner.
Well, hell no. Ladies first.
Helen's just going to kind of walk up to about middle of the room.
I guess while staying there, I'll try to keep an eye from above through the slits, if I can even see him.
Okay. So he's here. Alaram, Grom, what are you guys up to?
I guess yeah. I'll slip in the room like right behind him.
I'm gonna follow him down.
Cool. Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna say, hey kid, we heard you in distress. We're wondering what's going on.
You see him sort of shifting along the wall, pacing back and forth.
Be careful, guys. If he's been alive for a year down here without eating, he's definitely not.
No, that's true. It's definitely a phenomenon. I've never heard of anything like this.
Helena's going to kind of try to hide her dagger just behind her arm as she moves up just a little bit further. Just trying to get a bead on the guy.
You see this dark shadow just moving with all of the sudden just this inhumane speed, grabbing onto these pillars back and forth as fast as it can, and it screams as it gets closer, and it screams, "I can smell your blood," as it lunges at you to attack.
Oh no!
And roll initiatives, my dude.
All right. How much later is everybody staying up? By the way, because I just noticed it's like.
It is late. I should probably say if you guys want to do this.
Sure. After
This person also noticed it could not escape, so the escape was cut off, which is why it's attacking.
I am dead last.
Since I was upstairs, I'm gonna do disadvantage. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine.
Whoa, that's a kid? That looks more like a woman.
Mine is a 2.
I have pictures. I think, did I post any of these? I thought I sent them. Oh, I didn't. Hold on.
Cause that looked like a woman, man. The thing that got breasts and long flowing hair. What was this? Ricky Suave? I know when I sign up for this adventure, I didn't sign up to save dudes.
I think that's just the model that the whatchamacallit, the vampire spawn in the monster manual uses.
Okay,
It's exactly what it is.
all right. So the first character is the dude we've been talking to. The second lady is the woman, or is that the old pastry lady? Is that the lady with the dog?
That's the lady with the daughter.
Okay, and then the third guy's the Burgermeister, who's dead. I take it.
Third guy is the guy that you were just talking to.
Okay, so he's the priest, and then the fourth person is the child.
The child.
And the last one would be what's her name?
Irina. Yeah. Okay, let me open my combat tracker. All right, Twindoll initiative.
17.
Alarum.
2.
Helena.
5.
Dante.
7.
Grom.
Also 17.
Who's got higher dex?
I got a +1. That's all.
All right. Bellstar.
19.
All right, cool. Up first is the vampire spawn. Let's see here. What are we gonna do today?
You would be before him, Grom.
What's that?
Grom would be before Twindolls. By deck.
Yeah, Grom's coming first.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Is there any shits I need to know? Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. So it reaches out to claw. Where the hell is this?
Helena? Right? Doesn't that do that?
Yeah, I'm the one right beside it.
Sorry, hold on. Yeah, it's gonna claw Helena. Let's see here. 16 to attack.
I'm going to, as a reaction, use defensive step, which boosts my 13 to a 17, causing it to miss. And let's see, 10 feet to and I'll just teleport to there. 2 cyborgs.
Damn, son of a bitch. All right. Let's see here. So he's here. All right. It does have multi-attack. It's gonna strike one more time. Rolls a 9. So great.
Yeah, that's
Damn
not
it. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Bellstar, you're up.
All right. I'll use my bonus action to use Blade Song, and then up on it. And as he charges forward, his longsword ignites in some green flame, and I'm going to use green flame blade on. Oh, give me one. Does 24 hit?
Definitely hits. Yeah. All right. So 14
Yeah,
damage.
it's just going to do the 10 piercing. The 4 would hit another target if he had an enemy next to him.
Okay. So 10.
Yeah, just 10.
All right. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
All righty. Grom, you're up.
Okay, so yeah, Grom, upon witnessing this creature go to attack everybody, his suspicions about all this paranormal stuff around here is worsening and worsening, and he gets really mad about it. So he's gonna rage.
Nice. He is so pissed. Muscles bulging. Too much confusing things.
Yeah, we got to put a stop to this. That's what he's thinking. So he's going to run over here, and Grom is going to attempt to attack him. Or him? Is it him or her? Sorry, the him.
It's a him. His name is Dory.
I got mixed up by the portrait again. But yeah.
Yeah, he looks pretty feminine.
And he's going to use his reckless attack.
Alrighty.
Ouch. I don't think either one of them. I don't think 9 would have hit. I don't think, right?
It is, yeah.
It would be, the 12 wouldn't be it. It would be 9 or 3.
9 or 3? Okay, yeah. No dice.
So yeah, Grom does his big Dark Souls boss swing with his sword, and it's really easy to dodge.
He's bellowing, and the vampire spawn is very live. Doru's moving around, jumping on these pillars and whatnot. It's hard to get a handle on. Twindoll.
I'm going. Who has the lowest AC?
Everyone right around it, probably me with a 13 if I had to guess.
Alright. I'm going to cast Protection from Evil on Shield of Faith on Helena. And it's a bonus action, and it lasts 10 minutes, and it gets him +2 to AC for that duration.
And what?
Well, I don't think I can club it because of that.
No, that's a bonus action. That Shield of Faith.
So I can still, like, schmack that as
Like, you could still attack, yeah.
Alright.
At advantage.
I got a 3.
One more time.
You got it. Roll it one more time. Nice.
Sling.
Crit him, bro. Yeah, you definitely hit him.
+3.
Oh shit.
11. So the Great Club comes wailing in between Bellistar and Helena with furious thunder and anger. Boom!
Freaking rocked him. Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, no, I failed to mention that the piercing damage and the bludgeoning damage done by Twindolls, especially Twindolls, as he comes down and freaking knocks it, looks like it would have done a ton of damage. But his body is just sinuous and hardened for whatever reason, and seems to be pushing off a brunt of the damage coming in. But it was how much total again that you did? 12?
8 + 3.
11. Okay, cool.
Did he roll for crit?
I don't.
Oh, you roll a second damage dice.
Oh, I didn't know that. Another 8.
Fuck yeah.
The hell?
Does he get +3 or is that?
Bonk it.
So that'd be
me,
19 all in
dude.
all.
Okay, cool. Now, so that's an extra 11?
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, do I cripple this motherfucker, like, when he goes down? Like, I mean, I understand he's got, like, some force, but I'm 8 foot, dude. I just pounded the shit out of him with the Great Club. Is he still standing? Is he staggered?
He's definitely shocked, right? Like, this guy thought he was gonna come down here and nom on ya, and all of a sudden this big-ass dude comes in, all of a sudden casts this shining shield around this girl he tried to bite or claw, and then just beats him to hell with this club. So yeah, he's a little bit shook up. He's on his feet, but he is aware of a new threat in the room.
You bow before your master demon of the night.
And if that's it, Totem, then Dante, you are up.
I'm done.
Now, can I take a peek at the old priest and see how he's reacting to this going on right
So you're in the room still, right? Upstairs.
Well, I guess I'm at the landing, so like kind of half in, half out.
So it's in the actual trapdoor is in this room D, and he's still just praying, doing his thing.
Right. So in that case, I'll just dash and then attack, assuming I can do that.
Should be able to.
Yeah, that's 25 feet only.
Bonus action dash and then. So, modified 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. So same thing. You come in there. You run in. Your rapier flashes, and you cut into his flesh. And where you're expecting this big arterial burst from where you struck, doesn't appear to be as bloody. But he's definitely taking damage. I mean, he is physical in nature overall. Anything else, Dante?
That's it.
Right. Helena, you're up.
I'm just gonna hit him with a mind thrust. So I'll be an intelligence save for me.
Intelligence?
Oh, you're gonna be thrusting his mind when I crave in his skull.
Oh, yeah, that's a fail for sure. So
That's 9 psychic damage then.
9 psychic damage, huh? Yeah, so this one definitely hits home. You assault its mind, and where it was maybe anticipating more mundane and physical attacks, it never thought to put barriers up around its own mind, and takes the full damage.
And I'm just going to move up a little bit, create a little bit of space for Alarum to not with Firebolt. And that'll be my turn.
It's gonna miss anyways. All right, you're up, Alarum.
Okay. I'm gonna move up then. I'm gonna Burning Hands.
Oh shit! Is that level 1?
I'm gonna cast it as a 2nd level spell.
Oh shoot! Yeah, roll wild magic for me.
Okay. I don't think it copied over into. Let me try it again.
Incoming Burning Hands turning into Fireball, killing us all.
Oh, dude, it'd be so dope.
Alright, so he needs to make a dexterity save, by the way.
Dex, okay. Ooh, yeah, I rolled a 9.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
That's not good enough.
I rolled a 6 on my wild magic.
Okay, you're good on that.
Alright, let me roll my damage. So 14 damage. Fire.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits for the full brunt. It screams as the light from the fire comes out, and as it burns its flesh. And it's like a blood curdling scream, so not like a I'm a hungry scream, but like purging. You're purging the hell out of me scream.
Begone, monster!
Awesome. Anything else?
I'm gonna take a step back after I burn him to her.
Careful.
Nice. Okay. So the vampire spawn or Doru is up again. It immediately starts, it shakes off this big fire. It's scorched or whatnot, and you see darkness sort of gather around it and fill in some of these holes in his body. And it seems to gain a little bit of its strength back.
My torment healing.
Then it reaches out towards Bellstar to attack. It rolls a 25 to claw.
If it matches my AC, would it still?
What? Get out of here! Is it real? You are not 25.
If I use a reaction to cast shield, it would put me up to 25.
That's insane. Yeah. What did you guys tell me again? You guys have decided this in the past.
If it meets it, it beats it for AC.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna hit even if I cast.
Okay. Cool. So it claws, and it's actually going to withhold doing its damage, and instead it automatically grapples you. And you can obviously use your turn to try and escape. It's a DC 13 on your turn. And it is going to bite you with its second attack. And it rolls a 24 to hit. So if you're going to shield it, you can shield now.
Yeah, that I'll go ahead and I'll use my shield. That'll bring me up to 25.
Damn it. All right, it goes into bite. And it's like coming right at your neck, and all of a sudden, your magic flares, and its teeth just bounce off this invisible wall, and it can't make purchase on your neck. Damn. All right, that is the vampire spawn. It is latched on Bellstar, trying to bite him, but failed. And you're up. Sorry, Bellstar, you're up.
Yeah, I was just double checking something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, that's actually pretty nifty. So I'm gonna try to break out. I can use acrobatics to break out.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so part of the blade song is I actually get advantage on an acrobatics check. I've never had to use that.
Oh, I was about to. That was only one roll. Okay. Oh shit!
Not much better. Damn.
Damn. Okay. Do you have anything that you can do as a bonus?
No, not really. So that's my turn. 'Cause I can't.
Yeah, that was not the best
Tables
roll.
and
All right, so yeah, you can see Bellstar, pretty lithe and ready, full of confidence, trying to break out, and you see the panic strike in his eyes as this thing meets its speed and alacrity. And Grom, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna try to hit it again. Ah, 4.
That is a miss.
A swing and a miss.
Anything else that you can do with the bonus action?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Can I like try to goad it into hitting me?
You can try and goad it. Yeah.
All right. What do I do for that? I guess I'm gonna like when I swing at it, I'm gonna spit on him as well.
Yes. Spit at him. Roll a spit roll.
What is that?
You spit at him. He's in front of you. It's fine.
Okay, roll for spit. Roll for saliva content.
Got him. Okay, Twindoll, you're up.
Can I? I will cast Sacred Flame.
Oh shit!
Right into his face, just like I'll hold up my symbol of my deity close to its face, and I will say, "Sacred Flame of Voodoo." So do I just roll?
Alright, Sacred Flame. I need to make a dexterity save. Oh shoot! Yeah, I rolled a 10. What's your spell DC?
14.
Yeah, fail. So go ahead and roll damage.
Tree.
A 3 damage. I'm trying to see.
That's radiant, baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if he has weakness to radiance. He does not. So yeah, 3 damage. Straight up. The sun shine, flame-like radiance to say. Yeah, you see like a beam of almost somewhat like sunshine come from through the pillars and shine on this guy, and he takes the damages. And Flame of Odin. And anything else?
I think that is it.
All right, Dante, you're up.
All right. First of all, I'm gonna move through Grom to here, so I'm behind it, even though it doesn't really matter. Do that roll. And then we'll just attack.
Yeah, definitely hits. 7 piercing, 6 sneak, 13 damage. Reduced to the 7. Alright, yeah. Rapier once again flashes out, darts out, hits him.
And
does some damage. Nice. Alright, Helena, you're up.
If seeing that it's grappled with Bellistar, if I were to through teleportation swap mine and Bellistar's locations, would that break the grapple?
Yeah, but I'll say that if you guys swap location, it will be grappled to you. How about that? You're gonna swap body.
Here's a bolder idea. Can I want to try to use the transportation to swap places with the spawn.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that. 3 side points. How about this? Give me 1 extra side point, and I'll let you have it. Spend 4, and I'll let you break grapple.
You know what? Sure.
There you go. Cool. Awesome. I'll move my guy. All right.
And I'm just going to hit it with an energy beam, as it makes a dexterity save for, I guess, 1 point of fire damage if it fails.
Could be a lot of damage.
Grom was about to hit it.
It did take 1, so you got him.
Grom was about to hit it, and then just stops short. So it just slurps in right in front.
Helen just kind of looks over to Grom, waving.
Oh, hi.
It is very disoriented. It got flipped around, and then an energy beam just came and blasted it, but it didn't hurt that bad, so it's like, okay. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm just going to take a risk and step back a bit.
Oh, where were you? You were right here, right?
Yeah.
Alright, it's going to take an opportunity attack.
That is fine.
It rolls a 21.
Oof. I am going to... if I get...
Bro, blow it all, baby, blow it all.
Memory of 1,000 steps. I evade the attack, and let's see... Since the start of your last turn...
So you're going to move
space is
back
moved,
on
so
top
I'll
of
just
it?
move to there.
Alright. Okay.
Wow.
I'm doing
What
a bit
happens
of
to
load blowing
damage
here, but
if you're hit by an
it just
attack?
misses. It just straight up misses.
Oh, and the attack misses. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. For opportunity attacks, it's only 1, even if you have multi-attack.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Anything else?
That is my turn.
All right, you are up, Alaron.
Actually,
I apologize if this is going late, guys, but I'm gonna try and kill you. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Bork needs friends.
Firebolt.
Bro, right now you need a wild magic surge and get a free magic missile at 5th level.
That's true.
You know?
Burning hands.
Burning. Shit.
It's a deck save.
Oh, is it Burning Hand or which one is it?
I'm gonna use burning hands instead.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I guess I gotta roll my wild magic.
Damn, you're good.
I'm only casting it as a level 1 spell.
Okay.
So 8 damage.
Takes the full brunt of 8 damages. Again, it screams. It's not your.
Grom yells, "The fire is hurting it!"
The fire. Yeah, so far Alorum's hitting. So, anything else, Alorum?
No, that's the end of my turn.
All right. Once again, it regains a little bit of its former. And it is pissed at Alor, and it is going to claw him. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely is.
Okay, it's going to grapple you, and it's going to bite you.
Jump, jump, jump.
Rolls a 24 to hit.
Yep, that also hits.
Okay. It does 4 piercing damage, 8 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 8.
Jesus
And it
Christ.
seems to gain that strength back into itself.
So I took 12 damage. Oh my god.
Oh! Is he alright?
Yes, you took 12 damage and it regained 8. Cool. Okay, that is it. And yeah, you are grappled. So on your turn, you can free yourself. Yeah, Bellstar, you are.
All right, so Bellstar's just kind of struggling for a second before he realizes that Helena's like right behind him, giving him a hug before she just poofs out again. The hand out towards the vampire spawn, and I'm just gonna cast magic missile at it.
Magic missile? Do I have to like roll something?
No, magic missile just hits.
Yeah, it automatically
What
hits.
the French toast? Shit, 3 times, right? All 3 of those? So
Yeah,
10?
so it's 10 force damage.
Shit, yeah, okay.
Zap!
Yeah, Bellstar reaches out and you just see these 3 arcane blasts just come out and solidify sharply as they force through and just blast small little bullet holes through this vampire.
And that
Awesome. Grom, you are up. Alorum's over
Hitting
here.
again.
Yeah, just hurting. That hits.
Hey, 18.
Oh,
23
shit.
points.
So much effing damage. Yeah, even though it is halved, take some damage.
Yeah, he finally is like, sit still, damn you! And then hits it as hard as he can.
It screeches and it recoils, but it's still like trying to hold to Alarum. Yeah, cool. Anything else?
Nope.
Twindoll, you're up.
I'm going to cast Bless on. You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Range is 30 foot.
Who are you blessing?
I'm going to bless Alarum, Grom, and Helena.
What does it do again?
You get to add a D4 to. Yeah, it's really
Attack rolls or saving throws. Cool.
Alarum, who and who?
Grom, Alarum, and Helena.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Our support class coming in and making shit happen. All right, Dante, you're up.
Alright. Dante's blade lights up. Booming blade. So, if it willingly moves, it takes extra damage.
What if it unwillingly?
Wow! What is that?
Double crit.
You would have
Frick,
crit either way.
dude. Oh my gosh.
Double crit.
I can't even count this many damages. It's so much.
Was it 26, right?
26. Yeah.
Divided by 2.
26 damage divided by 2.
Chuck.
Hell yeah.
If we get this thing dead,
Shit,
it
yeah.
replaces me.
Things like barely alive.
Is it still cut in half since it's a magic?
Oh, is it a magic attack?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, he was using it.
It was booming blade, but that I don't know how that works because it doesn't add any damage. So
We'll say this. You double effing crit. The booming blade was meant for, obviously, movement to tremor through its body and start ripping it apart as it moved. But you focus so intently on your sword and you cast booming blade, infusing it with this energy. And as you stab into him, it immediately releases that vibrations. Its whole body starts to shake, and he explodes.
damn.
He dead.
Oh!
Boy.
Do the remains just turn to ash?
Yeah, the body. I'll say there's just like blood and viscera all over the place.
So that's now 2 days in a row that Dante's head shit blood all over his face.
Again.
Again.
I'm gonna scoop some of it up to put into my effigy.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you've got some blood and guts in there. You've dispatched the guy. For brevity's sake, since we're so late, and I apologize for that. You go upstairs. The priest is distraught, furious, and he locks himself in his room. But as you guys go out, the sun is setting. Twindolls. And you guys will say this. We'll say sun is setting, and you guys are gonna lay the Bergamot Master into his final resting place in the graveyard, and we will allow Totem to let us know what words of wisdom he would like to say as he says the funeral processions next time